Hey, hockey fans, and welcome back to another edition of Puck My Life. Tonight, I am joined with Jose. How we doing there, sir?
Doing good.
It's good to hear, bud. Well, tonight we're going to go over a giveaway that we just had recently end on Tuesday that we did in collaboration with the Puff Puff Passers Hockey Club out of Atlanta, Georgia. And they gave us some stuff to give away. They gave us koozies, stickers, and a inline puck. And this is actually the first inline hockey puck that we have given away on the channel. So super pumped for that, and I'm so glad that they were able to do this and so generous as to send us this stuff. So we got a few things that we're going to cover just before we get into the giveaway. So let's jump into that right now. So since our last video, we gave you guys an update that we had been to see the Flint Firebirds on the 3rd of April, and on the 7th and 8th of April, we went and saw the Fort Wayne Comets and the Indy Fuel, which that weekend, Jose, you were actually able to go with me. You want to just kind of give like a brief overview or quick thoughts on what you thought about that trip? We'll go into more in depth on that, obviously, later when we do those game experience videos. But what are your kind of like initial thoughts on that trip as a whole?
It was fun. Definitely more like Midwest, kind of like hockey scene. It's not like city, like the city you go out, oh, big crowd, big fans, but the fandom is still there, but it's definitely a different like aura, if you know what I mean. Like you're not in this big loud arena with big loud speakers. You may be in like this little 5,000, 10,000, seat arena with a lot of people who honestly love hockey and like just love sports in general. I mean, some I don't know if I'm saying this right or not, but I would even say like kind of the sport of hockey is still kind of new out there because it's all baseball and football and other sports, but I think hockey's definitely growing out there as a whole.
Yeah, and both of those teams are in the ECHL, and it's obviously like the third tier down from the NHL. So still a lot of really good hockey. Yeah, they're not, at least the arenas that we went to, they weren't really packed out, but still really good crowds for the time of year and everything. And we were really excited to go on that trip, and we'll be talking about those game experiences coming up here shortly. Then April 18th, Mark and I actually went to the Saginaw Spirits' last official home game. Unfortunately, they lost to the Sarnia Sting that night, which ended their playoff hopes. And it wasn't really pretty at all. They got swept. It was not good. It was actually kind of embarrassing that I think a lot of it too. They lost a lot of gas when they went up against Flint. That was a really hard fought series, but they still had a season to be proud of. It's just that it did not obviously end the way that all us in Spirit Nation would have wanted it to end. And then Friday, April 21st, I went and saw for the very first time the Port Huron Prowlers. They're part of the FPHL. That was a great night. They were taking on the Carolina Thunderbirds. That'll be a very unique game experience when I get a chance to talk about that one. And then on Saturday, the 29th, we finally did it, Jose. We were able to hit 25 new arenas for this season. I've said this before in other videos, if you go back and watch the very first video that Mark and I did back in July of last year, and you watch me talking about the original goal, which was 15 teams to go see, you can tell in my voice and the way that I said things as I was following that up that I wasn't sure how we were going to get to that. The previous season before that only saw 7 new teams the entire season. And that was including the playoff run. Jose and I went to a game really late in the Western Conference Finals for the AHL. We went and saw the Chicago Wolves win their conference and move on to the championship round. So that was pretty late, but only 7. We got up to 25 new arenas this year, blew the original goal by 10 teams, which is incredible. And with starting it off, not knowing how things were going to go to where we ended up, I'm just very blessed and there's really no words for it. I'm trying to find words for it, but I really can't find words for it at this time. Maybe I'll find them by the time we do the season recap video here in a couple of weeks. But just very grateful to have had that happen, and grateful for my cat to come up and say hi. So bye, Amber. So next we're going to go into May. And in May, I got the opportunity to go and check out the Waterford Sharks on Friday the 5th. And I was fortunate enough to go and meet with the actual person who started the MIHL, Miles. He was able to give me a Gaylord Snow jersey, the one that I am rocking tonight. And he wanted to thank us for helping promote the league and everything that we've done from our posts and everything to help them out. And we are going to continue to show our support for that league. We are very excited that they're adding another team this upcoming season, the Kalkaska Battlers. I already got my order in for my jersey. I am super pumped. We are going to be there opening night in Kalkaska next season. So if you're going to be around, those dates have not been officially announced yet. Once they are, we will get to that and we will let you know when that is. And so you can join us up in Kalkaska for the first ever game for the Kalkaska Battlers. So that's, as of right now, that's where we've ended up so far. We haven't been to any Stanley Cup playoff games or anything. We had kind of talked about it, but it just, with schedules and everything and being able to take that extended time off right now, it was just not in the cards. So it was one of those things where we're just kind of like leaving it at that for right now. So it looks like this year we're not going to make it to any Stanley Cup playoff games, but next year, I know I've talked to Jose about this. Jose is very adamant on wanting to go to one next year. So we're going to try to make Jose's dream come true of going to a Stanley Cup playoff game. So we will do our best next year, Jose, for you to go and have that happen.
I will be ready.
Yes. So if you guys are wondering, we still have a lot of catching up to do. I know we said that in the last video. The list it's long. It had only gotten longer since the last video that you guys had seen. But now, since things are starting to calm down, we are creeping up to the Stanley Cup Finals. Things are going to start to calm down in that regard, but then we're going to start to pick up in the game experience. We already have a couple of them lined up to do. It's just a matter of getting our schedules to work out with everybody who wants to be a part of that. And once we do, those will start coming out, hopefully on a regular basis. As you see between the two different slides here, we have a lot of catching up to do. So we're going to do our best to do that, hopefully by the beginning of next season. I'm just going to say right now, that's the goal. Have all these caught up by the beginning of next season. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that for right now. All right. So what you guys all came here for was the giveaway for the Puff Puff Passers inline hockey puck. So we're actually giving away we're having two winners this time. So the grand prize winner will get the puck. The runner-up will get the Puff Puff Passers koozie. I love this koozie. It's so sick. It's got the PPPs on there. So if you didn't see all of it from the picture that I took that was on Instagram, there's the back of it. And then it's got the PPP on the bottom. So really cool. And then you also get, for each winner, will get 4 stickers from the Puff Puff Passers. And like I said before, guys, any of these giveaways that we do on this channel is all free to you guys to enter, and it's free shipping to wherever you live. So if you're overseas, Canada, you're Hawaii, Florida, wherever, however far you are away from us, we will make sure that these get to you. So don't ever think that you can't enter in because you think that it's too far away for you to do so. Enter in, and we'll get it to you one way or the other. All right. So, Jose, this is actually the first time that you've been a part of a giveaway, so thank you for that. So I got everybody who is verified into the random picker wheel. And so what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these names around a couple of times. So it's 5 times, I believe. And then we're going to update the wheel. So the wheel's all updated. So what we're going to do is I'm going to write this down once we get to the end. We are picking 2 winners tonight. So like I said before, the last person, this is going to be elimination style. So whoever's last will get the puck. Whoever second to last will get the koozie, and each of you get some stickers. So, all right, you ready for this, Jose?
Yep.
Can I get a drum roll, please? Okay, close enough. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. It might be a little delayed on the feed from here because we are getting it from a different computer, so I apologize for that. So, all right, these pretzel making me thirsty is done. Sorry about that, bud. All right, next spin. Here we go. Bad Dog Sports. Sorry, bud. All right, are you who do you think's gonna win this? Right off, do you have any ideas? Got a few left.
Scott's Pucks, maybe?
Scott's Pucks? All right, you're pulling for Scott's Pucks. Let's see. Sheer Chase. Sorry, bud. I know he really wanted to win this one, too. Oh, your guy, your boy, Scott's Pucks has been eliminated.
Okay, well, I was pulling for you.
All right, and then there were 4. Oh, Spencer. Sorry, bud. If you guys haven't been checking out Spencer, go over and give him a follow. He's got a lot of really cool stuff that he's been putting out lately. And I know a lot of great stuff that's going to be coming out this summer. So make sure you give him a follow. Real cool dude. Can't wait to meet him in person someday. It'll be epic. We're looking to possibly go out to Milwaukee next season to go and check out a Admirals game with him. So stay tuned for that. All right, and then there were 3. Okay, the Landon Cruz. All right, so these 2 guys have already won something. It's a matter of what. Do you have who do you think's gonna pull it out here at the end here, Jose? Storm Chaser or NCAA Hoppy?
Screw it. I'm going Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser for the win. All right, here we go. Oh, let me write that down.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
Yeah, there we go. NCAA Hoppy, you have won the Puff Puff Passers inline hockey puck along with a 4 sticker pack brought to you guys by the Puff Puff Passers Inline Hockey Club out of Georgia. If you're not already, go over and follow these guys. It's a great group of guys down there. Jose and I have actually talked about the possibility of going down this summer and checking out some summer league play by these guys, going down and meeting up with the team, doing some content with them. So hopefully it gets to happen. We're not 100% sure. We're still trying to figure out how that's going to work. It'll probably be later in the summer, like July or August. But yeah, really, really excited to go and check them out. And if you missed out tonight, don't worry. You can go over to their merch booth. They got T-shirts. They have all kinds of stuff over there for you, and really great prices. Really cool logo. This team is just really cool. I can't wait to go down and meet these guys. I've been talking to them a little bit on the side in the chat about some other stuff, and just a great group of guys down there. Really excited for what they're doing, and I would really like to go down and hang out with them and go watch some inline hockey. So thank you very much, Puff Puff Passers. Can't thank you enough for being part of our 400 follower giveaway from Instagram. So thank you very much, guys. All right, if you haven't already, head on over to the Instagram, give us a follow. This is where we are posting all the stuff for our giveaways. We're actually getting very close to activating the 500th follower giveaway. We already have the sponsors lined up for that one. It looks like we might already have the sponsors lined up for the 600 follower giveaway. We're going to be giving away stuff, guys, every 100 followers for a while. So stay with us. Make sure you're over there following us on Instagram for all the different updates. And if you get a chance, check out our link tree. So I'm not exactly sure where you're consuming this. If you're consuming this on Rumble, YouTube, we have the different links on there. If you'd rather consume it on one of the other sites, you can do that as well. And then we have the arena tour map. I said in the last video, so people have been reaching out to me like, so what exactly is this? So the Arena Tour map is a map that I have created through Google Maps that shows all of the different arenas that I have personally been to. Now, there have been a couple of arenas that some of the guys have been to that I have not been to. And there's actually one arena that I have been to that is no longer an arena. They blew the thing up. It is now a holding ground for a bunch of overflow GM vehicles down by Detroit. So there's no longer a arena there. It's just a glorified parking lot next to a landfill. But these are all the active teams that are currently among the different leagues that we've been to. So you can go over there, check that out. And then each of those icons that you click on for the team logo will take you and give you the exact address of the arena. And so you can kind of look and see where stuff is for you as you're planning out next year's hockey travels. And then the other link that you saw below that was Sports Leagues Maps. This has literally been a source that I've been using since day one that I started Puck My Life. This was a great way for me to figure out all the different leagues that I didn't know at the time. I didn't know about all these leagues when I first started doing that. I'll admit to that. I didn't know. So this was a great source for me to get used to what was out there, see what stuff was near me, and the maps are similar maps to what I have built, but then he just caters them to each and individual league. And then if you click on those icons, it'll do the same thing, take you to where the arena is at, so you can see what part of town it's at, so you can easily figure out where you're going to stay and everything that's around that area. So these are both great resources for you as you're looking forward to next season and really getting out there and catching some great hockey at some amazing arenas. So, all right. So we have one more thing that we are going to talk about before we wrap up for tonight. Jose, would you like to tell the people what it is, the next thing that we're going to do? Now, we're not going to a hockey game, but what is the next thing that we're going to do here at the end of June? I might have already given it away with that little hint, but what are we doing at the end of June?
We are going to the NHL draft in Nashville.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are going to the NHL draft down in Nashville. We're going to watch a spectacular player, Connor Bedard, get his name called to become part of the Chicago Blackhawks organization. I'm excited to really see him get drafted, but I'm really pumped more so for Adam Fantilli. Jose and I and a couple of the other guys, part of the crew, we have watched Adam play on the road. We've watched him play at home. This is a spectacular player. When we go down there, I'm going to be rocking my Michigan jersey in support of him. He had a fantastic season. So proud of what he was able to accomplish. Unfortunately, we weren't able to win the NCAA tournament, but he is going to go to a team and he is going to be an immediate impact on the organization. And I am super pumped to see where he goes. And it's going to be great. I mean, what are your thoughts, Jose? I mean, when I first asked you to go to the draft, were you like not sure? Like, what were your thoughts?
To be honest, I mean, I don't know what to expect at a draft. I don't know if it's like an exciting atmosphere or just something you sit back in a chair with a drink and just watch people go across the stage and get their names called and, drafted to whatever teams. I mean, I don't know. I've never really, paid much attention to it. I mean, every draft is different people, different atmosphere, different, reasons. But I don't know. I'm excited. Like, I'm definitely excited because honestly, I don't know what to expect. But I know for those few days, like anything could happen. I mean, anything could happen.
Yeah, and who would have thought a year ago? So last year, Jose and I were down hanging out in Orlando. We were down at like a car show / car auction down near downtown Orlando. And we actually, after one of the nights that the auction had happened, we went back by our hotel, and there's like a district where there's a lot of restaurants. So we went to an Italian restaurant. We were watching the draft on the TV. You remember that? We're sitting at the bar and we're watching it. And who would have thought that a year later that we're going to be at the next draft? Like I had no idea. Did you?
No. That was like the last thing on my mind. I'm just sitting in a bar, like, in Orlando, Florida with all this humidity around me, just watching TV and like thinking, oh yeah, that's cool. Then a year later, we're going.
Yeah. So it's We're super pumped. We will be there both days. We were able to confirm with our schedules that we could go to both days, not just the first day. So we will be there both days. If you're going to be down there and want to meet up with us, drop us a comment below. But better yet, hit us up on Instagram. That would be the best way to do so, and let us know that you're going to be down there. I don't know how many. Like if this is just like a something that a lot of hockey fans just do once in their lifetime, like is it? I don't know if it's like that. We're going to find out. And then Jose and I will do a draft experience video after we get back and explain to you guys what it's going to be like, what to expect when you go into the draft. And not only just for day one with the craziness of it being the first round, but what you can expect on the second day too. And if there's any other cool things that are going on there as well. So I'm super excited. I know Jose is super excited. It's going to be here and gone before you know it, but we will definitely give you guys all the details on that at that time. So, all right, well that wraps it up for tonight. I want to appreciate each and every one of you guys for following us. We couldn't do this without you. We are, like I said earlier in the video, we are inching very close to 500, and it's almost like, you know, as soon as we get done with one, we're starting the next one. So we already got some stuff from our next sponsors have come in. We're waiting for the other sponsor to actually, they're getting some new stuff printed up. So once that stuff gets in their hands, it'll be sent over to us. So super excited about that. We have a lot to go over with you guys. Unfortunately, we cannot cover it all now. Big plans, big ideas, a lot of stuff in the works. So we will get that all out to you guys when the appropriate time comes. But Jose, before we go for the night, do you have anything else that you would like to say to any of the fans or whatever before we let them go for the night?
Try and go to the draft. That's all I can say. Try and go to the draft. Meet up with us. Let's go chill and kick it. I mean, it'll be a new experience for all of us because we've never been. I mean, if anyone in the Nashville area is watching this, wants to, go with us, feel free to hit us up on Instagram. I mean, we're down. We're just down to kick it and just talk hockey. I mean, that's what we're there for. We're just there to watch and enjoy the sport of hockey. That's pretty much all we're doing here.
Yep. And like I said, we will be there for both nights. So if you're going to be around, tickets are still available. We actually found the best place where we got our tickets the cheapest was on Ticketmaster. We were trying to get stuff through Vivid, but they were slightly cheaper on Ticketmaster. The tickets actually dropped on Ticketmaster, and we actually got them the day that they dropped for day one. And we saw tickets on other sites for day two as low as $7 a ticket before fees, and then for day one it was sitting right around $85 to $90 right now for the cheapest ticket. So I don't know if those are going to go up or they're going to go down. We'll just have to wait and see. And we just have a lot of unanswered questions, but we will answer all those when we come back and we go over the draft experience video with you guys. So again, thank you very much for hanging out with us. Jose, thank you for being here, and we will catch you guys in the next one, which will probably be a game experience video. And it's looking like it's going to be Jose, Caleb, and I talking about the Ferris State Bulldogs coming up here in the next week or so. So thank you very much, guys. You have a great night, and we'll see you in the next one.